Alright, he's running the... Oh, damn it, Thomas. Hang on, hang on. You... You freaking spawned right in front of me.
I mean...
Dude, I was aiming down my sights shooting that guy, and then all I see is a clown mask right in front of my scope. Hey everyone, DSDghost here, back with another build video for you. Today I'm going to go over Sentry. I will go over my gear, weapons, mods, and then show you a PvP clip of me using this in the Dark Zone. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so my build consists of 5 Sentry and 1 Vigorous chest piece. I'll go over my gear, and then I will go over my weapons, and then skills, talents, things like that. So first off, my Vigorous chest piece is rolled electronics with 2 electronics mods, rolled skill haste with health, skill haste, and ammo capacity on it. My mask is a farms mask with health on kill and damage to elites, and then I have farms mod with skill haste on here. I personally would rather have crit chance and burn resistance, but it is what it is. I then have Sentry knee pads, rolled firearms with health, burn, damage to elites, and disrupt. Of course, on my knee pads, you'd want burn, shock, disrupt. And then I have a farms mod with, this is actually a stamina mod with skill haste, and a first aid self-heal mod. Then on my backpack, I have health, firearms, ammo capacity, and then a farms mod, I believe. Yes, firearms mod with skill haste, and 2 first aid self-heal mods. On my gloves, they're rolled electronics with skill haste, crit chance, and crit damage. And then I have a holster, everything rolled in the 1390s, and then skill haste with a first aid self-heal mod. So for those of you who don't know, Sentry gives you the accuracy, headshot, Sentry's call, marks, which you can get 3 stacks, which is 5% damage boost per mark, and then accuracy and headshot damage. So if you get your 3 stacks, that is an additional 15% damage increase, which is equivalent to MC gloves. So when you're looking at this build, it's nice, but it doesn't compare to the MC gloves, because no matter what you do to this build, I could make a high-end exotic build with the exact same stats: 7,000 firearms, 300 toughness, 172 skill power, and it's gonna be the exact same setup, but it's gonna do more damage because of the MC gloves. With this build, it's crucial that you get your 3 stacks. If you don't get your 3 stacks, you're not inflicting the most amount of damage that you can, and then you're not doing as much damage as you can with a build. So this is a very situational build. A lot of people would prefer this for PvE, but with every build I try and give you the PvP aspect of it. So realistically, it's better to use this in a team. You can use it solo. I have a couple solo clips that I've included in my PvP clip at the end of this video, but it's not ideal. You're so reliant on getting those stacks. If you don't get the stacks and you just start shooting players, you're not doing the most amount of damage you can do. So it's a very situational build, in my opinion. In a team, it's beautiful, because if you get those stacks on players, now you're then inflicting 15% damage for your entire team. So someone might be running Banshee and doing 10% out of cover damage, and then you got an additional 15% damage on top of that. So it's really, really, really good PvP as a team if you get your stacks. Solo, on the other hand, it's a little bit more difficult. So those are the 2 things to look for when you're using this build. My weapons of choice, so I swap between the SESG and the MDR right here. So the MDR, when I use this, It's running about 50k damage, about 49k actually. Responsive, brutal, and distracted. So the MDR, I like it because you get those quick headshots. Switch to your secondary weapon, which I will show you what mine is, and then you just kind of try and kill them within that allotted time of the marks being there, so you get your additional 15% damage. So I mean, you'll see I did a couple 1v1s in my PvP clips, and a lot of it's me dancing around until I got my 3 stacks. Once I got my 3 stacks out, I switched my weapon and then started trying to kill him with it. So, you know, play style's a little bit different, so you got to keep all that in mind. But responsive and brutal because you're in headshots, responsive because you're up close trying to get those headshot marks. If I don't use my MDR, I'm going to be using an SASG, which is doing about 98.5k damage. Brutal, responsive, and unforgiving. That's, you know, really... Oh, I forgot to go over my weapon mods. Weapon mods, I'm using mag size, crit chance, rate of fire, optimal range, crit chance, headshot, and then accuracy, optimal range, and reload speed. On my MDR, I'm using mag size, crit chance, rate of fire, headshot, crit chance, crit damage, and then headshot, crit chance, stability, and then stability, optimal range, and crit damage stability, so that you get, you know, your weapon's just stable. I'm doing 17.6k damage with my MP5. So I get my 3 stacks, switch my MP5, got a depth responsive deadly on here, mag size, crit damage, rate of fire, crit damage, headshot, crit chance, crit damage, crit chance, headshot, and then crit damage, stability, and reload speed. So on everything you want crit damage for your SMGs. My skills, I'm using booster shot and an immunizer. You can swap your immunizer for a pulse if you need that, but I like the secondary heal because, again, you're dancing around trying to get those 3 stacks, so you want as much healing as possible, so I use an immunizer and booster. Talents, this is my solo. I'm using crit save, strike back, one is none, and on the move. If I was running as a team, triage and combat medic instead of one is none and on the move, and then you keep critical save and strike back. So that's the build, everybody. I did try this build with about 9,700 firearms, similar to my striker build. I tried this build out similar to that, and it wasn't really doing it because you didn't have a lot of survivability. With the striker, having that high of a firearms, you're not relying on trying to get stacks or trying to hit those headshots, or it's not situational. With striker or any other gear set, really, for that matter, you can do the damage output right off the bat. With this one, you need a little bit more survivability. That's why I kind of leveled it out to a hybrid where you have 7,000 firearms, 300 toughness, and then 172 skill power. That way you're surviving and you're able to get your 3 stacks and then go from there. But if anybody has any questions about this build, go ahead and leave a comment below. And then I do have a short PvP clip of me using this in the Dark Zone following this now. Excuse me. Keep in mind that I am a very, very bad shot with an SCSG. My pop shot is horrendous. I don't have a lot of practice with it. And my aim with the SCSG is pretty bad. I'll at least say that. I like to take pride in my skills here on the Division, but I will admit that my skills as far as shooting a shotgun or SCSG is not the best. So keep in mind when you're using this build, when you see the PvP clips of me using this, remember that you can use the build better than me. You can have better aim with your SCSG. You could have a Cronus Max, which is cheating, in my opinion, but you could, and you could have way better aim, way better control, and way better accuracy than me. So you might get your 3 stacks way quicker than me in the 1v1s that I do. So keep that in mind as well. Don't discount the build because of my talent as far as using the SCSG for my stacks. Some people get the stacks real quick. Sometimes you don't even need a stack. I think there was one 1v1 I did where the guy just died, like, real quick. He didn't even have a chance to pop his heal. So it works. I just don't have the best aim with it. And you might have better aim. So don't discount it just because of the PvP clips. You'll see that it works. You'll see that I kill the players eventually in some cases. But you might have better aim. So keep that in mind. So it's viable and it works really well in a team. It's not so great solo. It works. There are solo clips of me using this. If you run up on a team of 3 or 4, this is most likely not the build. I would highly not recommend it. But if you're hitting onesies, twosies, this should get you through. But yeah, so PvP clip right after this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, throw it a like. Don't forget, I answer any questions that you leave on here. So leave some questions, leave some comments. Throw it a like if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe so that I can see you guys on my future live streams. So I hope to see you there. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Stick around for the PvP clip. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. No? Still nothing? Oh, there we go.
It's funny, I'm trying to watch it on both screens at the same time. It's hilarious. Catch little glimpses of me dancing in the background and shit.
Oh, you got the sausage. Oh, you're tree stacked?
That's the people, the UK logos type ass, right? Remember that one?
Man! Oh, damn. Got it. Oh, there it is. One down.
Ooh, for sure.
Yeah, the nation man, shit hits me.
Yeah.
Look at it. I hit him in the head, but no marks. Oh, there we go. 2 marks. What the hell?
No, you got 2 marks. Now you got 3.
There we go.
There you
MDR.
go.
That's the thing that was messing me up.
coming back towards you guys.
Yo, we'll meet you in that building.
Which one?
The stock building.
Yeah, big beast when you have the thing.
Pretty down.
Shit. Got nades. Shit. That shit hurts, bro.
Whoa! Did you hit by something? What's up?
I didn't even hit my heel. I don't know what the hell just happened. I got melted, dude.
Damn!